got it. Tryna slow down my...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
DJ Dallas now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, first overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
Here's what you call a bit of a unicorn of an athlete at the quarterback position. And when healthy, Mike, make no mistake about it. This guy is a flat-out playmaker. He possesses this rare ability with his legs to extend plays as he improvises that it's just hard to coach. But don't let that small stature fool you either. His arm talent, it's up there with some of the best in the league. The knock on him is how careless he can be with the ball at times. He needs to learn the difference between taking calculated risks and reckless ones, because if he does that here, he has as good a shot to be successful as anybody in this league.
2nd and 7. They'll go right back to Connor. Connor's got the first down and more. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now Murray on first down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
In motion, Reed. Here's the former Raider. They signed him back in March. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
Yeah, really nice play there by Marvin Harrison Jr., and this is really the target they've been looking for to pair up with Kyler Murray here in Arizona for a long time, and for this draft to fall their way and then get really one of the best receivers to come out in the last couple years, Mike. I mean, with all the Ohio State wide receivers that have come out here lately, you can make an argument. Harrison, he's probably the best of the bunch.
Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Connor. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
On first down, it's Murray. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Murray now off the bootleg. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Now it is 1st and goal. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The man in motion is Watson. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. E.J. Dallas, the return man. And this is as good as you could possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Conner. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll go again here to Conner. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run for this with Conner.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense. And their running back set to go once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Murray now on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Murray. under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and
he will score. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cards offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about.
Still second down.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Love to throw it on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Love. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Love quickly out to Watson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Throwing is Love. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Cardinals 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw is Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw again is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Here's Connor. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Murray. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This returnable with Reed. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A 2nd down throw for Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Love. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man, it's Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Love to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That one good for 15 and a first down. Again, it's Murray. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Murray. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Checking it down, this one is caught. And he's going to be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Here is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Extra point now by Riley. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals back within 7. It's 35-28. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.